We're at the Oregon Museum of Science and Industry in downtown Portland, where you can check out Nature Unleashed. We're in the Earth Sciences Hall here. You know, you learn so much when coming down here. In 1944, OMSI started in a house on Hasselo Street, which is now underneath Lloyd Center somewhere, and moved here in 1992 via Washington Park. So glad you're with us on Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Ken Ackerman. Well, you know, a lot of us remember coming to OMSI as a kid. Well, guess what? They want you back. It's not just for kids anymore. Please welcome Nancy Stueber, OMSI president. Thank you very much for being with us.
Thanks,
on
Ken.
Comcast Newsmakers. You were the one that told me it's under Lloyd Center. Which store exactly? You don't know, do you?
You know, it was in an old house. The cool part of that story is that OMSI was started by volunteers, and volunteers who were so passionate about sharing their gem and mineral collections that they got this house, old house on Northeast Hasselo Street, contributed, and they opened the first OMSI in the first floor of that house.
You know, I'm guessing, because I've looked around, there's more than gems and minerals here.
There are.
There are. And what's interesting is it's not only for kids. Kids learn so much, but kids of all ages, I guess, can learn with all your programs.
We love to say it's for lifelong learners. So kids of all ages, people who are curious and curious about how the world works and enthusiastic about that. There's something for everybody.
All right, say I'm 39 and I come here. What's available for me here?
Well, if you come during the day, you could go to any of our labs and you could do experiments there. Some of them are perfect for a 39-year-old. You could go to the OmniMax Theater. You could go tour the submarine and do a technical tour and learn something about the radio communications on the submarine. You could go to the planetarium and learn some astronomy. But if you come back in the evening, on the right evening, you could have the whole place to yourself and maybe 1,000 of your adult friends as you come to an OMSI After Dark, and you get to explore the place without any children here and see science demonstrations and do experiments that all are really perfectly appropriate for your age group.
You know, if I were 39. A lot of people come here, and what you want them to go away with is information that they might be able to use in life, because a lot of the jobs of the future are going to be science related.
You're exactly right. You know, the world is moving quickly. The information we have, the scientific knowledge, and all the technology is just changing at such a fast pace. And if you're not in school, it's a great place to come and learn about the latest science. And if you're a student, we think that having some confidence about science and some enthusiasm and believing in the possibility that I could do this too is exactly the tools that those kids will need to get good jobs, good paying jobs, and be the problem solvers of the future.
Now, OMSI has the largest scientific outreach program in the whole country. Tell me what that means exactly.
You know, we're the Oregon Museum, not the Portland Museum, and we take that seriously. We travel to 7 states all throughout the Northwest into communities, large and small, and visit schools and visit community centers and take science on the road to those communities. It's the largest in the United States. And we operate residential camps, so you can go to camp, families can go to camp in the high desert, at the Oregon coast, in the Cascades.
But you actually even reach out further than that, because nationally you have, at any given time, 45 exhibits traveling around the country. You make it onto television with things such as Busy Town.
You know, it's true. Many people don't realize that OMSI builds the exhibits that are in the museum and then sends them on the road. So we have exhibits that travel all over the United States and actually all over the world. We sell exhibits. We have earthquake rooms in Malaysia and Brazil, energy conservation exhibits in Shanghai. So the reach of OMSI education that starts right here in Oregon travels around the world.
All right, and I want to direct people to your website, which is omsi.edu.
That's right.
All right, because they can learn so much more about how you build these exhibitions, all green, and in fact this room will be showcased for renewable energy and green building. Thank you so much, Nancy Stueber, for joining us, and we want to thank you for being here as well. From the Oregon Museum of Science and Industry, for Comcast Newsmakers, I'm Ken Ackerman. Make it a great day.